Mountain Rose Academy and VQ, a learning and sports optometry practice that specializes in vision training, has developed an exciting opportunity for high school students.
Kelly Hurtado, the Executive Director of Schools, and Dr. Tanya Pollock from VQ Vision Specialists join us now to tell us more about the program and their partnership. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Can you give us a little overview of this program and the partnership?
Sure. Vision is strongly linked to reading and learning, and at Mountain Rose Academy we take that very seriously. We want the best for our students, and so what we have done is partnered with Dr. Tanya Pollock and her team at VQ Learning Sport Rehab to provide students an opportunity in a program to do vision training, which will help improve visual skills, as well as reading so that students can improve their reading comprehension and reading fluency. Basically, it's a program that can help students unlock their academic potential.
Wow. And doctor, is there a problem with eyesight in our youth?
Oh my goodness, it's not, but you know, there's a piece that we look at. There's sight, which is 20/20 acuity, but we look beyond that.
Okay.
So we're really looking at vision and how that system works together as a team. So we're looking at how the eyes are teaming together. So if you think of the eyes as being each a camera, and as those eyes are coming together and trying to focus on a target, you're looking at how they point at the target, how they focus at the target, and then how they're able to hold that attention and get that information in. So it's way beyond 20/20 eyesight. So you could have a child that has 20/20 acuity or a student and still have difficulties. And that's what gets missed. Is you have learning disabilities, there's ADHD diagnoses, and we find they're not able to really reach their potential because that's the foundation for education. And so we're missing the point that we need to train them into learning how to use this foundation first and then build the skills to be able to obtain their full potential.
And how are you able to diagnose a student?
Well, we go through a series of screenings. In my area in College of Vision Development, what you're looking at is how well can they track. So we follow their eyes with the tool to see, can they move their eyes around, or do they lose fixation? Can they bring their eyes in and target the information and keep their eyes still, or does one eye turn? So you can go to a general optometrist or an ophthalmologist, and sometimes a lot of times those things aren't evaluated. So there becomes a misdiagnosis and they're put on medication and this child is still, or the student is still struggling. So they miss the opportunity to make them see where they could really be, and a lot of times they're seeing information that's blurred or moving, and we're not evaluating that.
Right. This has been really fascinating and eye-opening just for the couple minutes that we've been sitting here, because I didn't realize that vision had such an impact on all of that. You know, you kind of take it for granted. I can see 20/20, end of story, but there is so much more that goes into it to really help these students and even us develop.
When you think about vision overall and how it's functioning, what you're looking at is 80% of how you perceive information, how you take it in, how you look at words on a page and integrate that, how you walk downstairs, how you catch a ball. All of that, when you take those processing, 80% of that is vision. 3/4 of children that are diagnosed with ADHD have visual problems. 3/4 of learning disabilities have visual problems. So if you don't build from the foundation, these children and these students are struggling, and you don't know why. You can have a fabulous team of teachers and staff, but there's no way that you can get to those students because they're struggling. And that's what Rose is doing. They're finally integrating this at an ability to get a credit and get this treatment for free.
Wow. And what are the ages of the students that you could help?
We're high school, so 9th through 12th grade, 14 to 21.
And this is open to anyone?
Any student. We're a public high school, so any student can enroll at Mountain Rose Academy and take advantage of this wonderful opportunity.
And now, is this like an after-school activity? Is this during the actual school day?
Exactly. It's integrated directly into their course. So they actually will earn a credit for a course toward their high school diploma. So it is part of their academic day. They go to Vision Lab with Dr. Pollock and her team, and then they also do a reading program, and it's all towards their diploma.
So is that how it's integrated into the high school?
Yes. So her team is working directly with the students, as well as Dr. Tanya Pollock and her team is working with our teachers. So it really gives us an advantage to really help students.
Wow.
And so we can provide individual accommodations with those students. We look and see, we do a full eval to see where they are and a screening to see what's going on. And then we talk specifically with those teachers to say, okay, this student's going to need this type of accommodation. And we work together to help them perform. This has never been done, as far as we know, in the United States. This is the first time it's actually incorporated with a reading program and for credit.
And how long has it been around?
We started last year. We started last year with a small group of students at Mountain Rose, and this year we're expanding it and having the opportunity available for more students. So our hope is to eventually grow to all of the Rose Academies, because there's 4 locations here in Tucson, and so our hope is to eventually have this program available at each of the campuses.
And what has been some of the feedback?
We have had great feedback from parents. I think just a hope, as well as some kids who are wanting to prepare themselves for college. And so this gives them an opportunity to really improve their visual system so that they can academically perform.
Right, because it all works together. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Our pleasure. Thank you for sharing.
And to find out more about the Vision Training Program and all of the programs offered at Mountain Rose Academy, you can call 797-4884. That's 797-4884. Or go online to the number2rose.com. That's go to the number2rose.com.
If you wanted to see a movie this weekend, you have some outstanding choices. Entertainment reporter Jim Ferguson chats with the stars from 2 of the weekend's box office offerings when we come back.